All right, Coach, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get started here with Coach Traylor. Just use the raise hand function to ask questions, and I'll call on you. Okay, Hector?
Coach, good morning.
Good morning, Hector.
Did this actually end up better for you guys?
We were really excited about playing SMU. We knew a lot about them, and we had a little extra juice about that game, I'll be honest. Very similar to after, like, watching the UAB Rice game. We were pretty bummed out. We weren't going to play Marshall. But then we found out we were playing SMU, so we got really excited again because of the Texas, Dallas, and San Antonio, and us knowing their players, them knowing our players, recruiting. And then we now found out we're going to be on ABC, nationally televised game on December 26th. So we're all excited again, right? It's kind of like 2020. It's just been such an emotional roller coaster. Anytime you can play on ABC in that prime time spot against somebody, we're not for sure. We're hearing Big 12. That's pretty cool. So it's going to be really exciting, in my opinion, Hector.
In terms of that swing of emotion, Coach, do you mind taking us through the swing of emotion in that moment? I mean, when you first get word that SMU is not going to be able to play because of the COVID issues, up until you end up finding out, okay, now it looks like we've got a home in the First Responder Bowl. Can you take us through, I guess, minute to minute, whatever, half hour to half hour, what that was like for you and trying to figure out what in the world was going to go on?
Yeah, at first, extremely disappointed, worried about my players. How are they going to take it? We had seen the end in sight, right? And so that was exciting because we knew, finally we had an end date. So we could all plan and make all those arrangements. Then frustration because not knowing and going to have to what am I going to tell my kids? Again, my players. Then elation might be a strong word, but I was excited that it's going to be ABC December 26th against some Power 5. So I knew my kids would be excited about it. And that's where I always am, Hector. Yes, it's exhausting. My coaches are tired and all that kind of stuff, but it's my kids. It's all about my players. And I know y'all get tired of hearing that, but that's where my heart always goes. And for their families and just big time football, Christmas is in hotels usually when you play big time football. And that's a mindset. Like our players are all used to Thanksgiving, right? They've kind of been conditioned that Thanksgiving means practice. But to get to a level of where Christmas means hotels, that's a different level. And so our kids are very excited right now.
All right, I guess I'm just going to jump in here, Coach. First off, I think I saw you tweet out, and it's pretty funny that you are the first program ever to accept multiple bowl invitations. So I'm just wondering how that feels.
Yeah, could y'all start a movement, maybe #2 bonuses at Dr. Compost? If y'all can start that movement, I think that would catch on. I'm totally teasing. Please, nobody take that out of context. It cost me my job. We were just having a little fun. I thought that was pretty funny. And, I also thought Dr. Compost, I think we should treat this like the NCAA tournament. We won round 1. So there's 64, right? So if we go to the next week and we don't play, we're in 32 of us, right? Sweet 16, who knows? We might have been the Final Four. Let's just roll with it and see what happens. we'll play in a parking lot. Our kids love football. We love coaching football. We love to practice, and we're excited. All my kids are just thrilled today. They're ready to go. We just had a great weight workout, a great conditioning session. They're all sweated up and ready to play right now.
I was also going to say, it seems like, time is a flat circle with how your tenure started at UTSA and what 2020 has thrown at you. To just have the switch up, how much does that drastically change your weekly schedule? And are you guys just having to wait and see on what you have to do bowl game preparation wise and just put all your focus towards tomorrow?
It's a great question. I don't ever trick my guys. I like to have fun and laugh and cut up. Y'all can tell, but I don't play tricks. I tell my guys the direct truth. But when I went there and told them the game was off, they all thought Kevin Brown, my DFO, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. I mean, he has put in so many hours getting all this planned. You can imagine the logistics of doing all this, COVID testing, hotels, buses. It's been a lot on Kevin, all of us. So we're just trying to figure it out as we go. We lifted them and ran them today. We're going to give them off tomorrow because we hope we know the opponent today, and then we can start preparing all day tomorrow and have a practice ready for these guys on Thursday is what we're shooting for right now.
And then also, I know the bowl game is supposed to give you this benefit of a few weeks of more practices, and coaches love that. Not necessarily what you have here in 2020, but how important is it to have a few more practices just because your off season and the way this year has started has been screwed up?
It's a great question. We're still getting better, believe it or not. We're still learning things about our kids. We've got to work all of our young kids. We've had live scrimmages. Had an unbelievable game the other day. You couldn't make it up. I wish y'all could have been there. J-Rod, for the game winner now, we had played. It came down to the last drive. It looks like J-Rod's fixing to score. He's on the 1 yard line. He's ran 60 yards, and Ronald Gurley came and stripped him from behind. There's a mad scramble on the 1 inch line now. And Gurley came out there with the ball, and J-Rod still has not gotten over it, and Gurley's still smiling ear to ear. So we've had some great fun, and our kids are continuing to get better, and really happy for those guys got to play and get some good quality work.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach, and congrats again, part 2.
Oh, baby, that's right.
Hey, JJ, you're up.
Yeah, what's your schedule going to be, I guess, this week and next week?
We're going to be all tomorrow. We lifted and ran today. We'll practice Thursday. We'll practice Sunday. We're going to take the kids to Top Golf Thursday night and just have some fun. Social distance. Top Golf's got us all ready for that. And then we'll practice Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and go play a ball game on Saturday.
Okay, Greg. Or Hector, I'm sorry. And then Greg, you're up after.
Yeah, Coach, sorry about that. When I was chatting with you earlier, my computer froze and I couldn't unmute. So apologies, everybody, if it was frozen there for a second. Coach, taking on a Power 5 program, you mentioned that you're going to find out, hopefully, you hope to find out the opponent a little bit later on today. Can you speak to the opportunity and that chance to go against a Power 5 on national TV?
Yeah, it's a fun experience for all of us. It's something that, Group of 5 schools always look forward to. It's a great opportunity. And that's the way we've chosen to look at all of it, Hector. From the very beginning, you've heard me say a million times, is it opportunity or adversity? And our kids have chosen that entire season, which is why we're going to be on national TV for the 8th time. And our brand is hot right now. I know hashtag 210 triangle of toughness. People might not really understand how much that means to us, but it's very dear to us. Those single-digit numbers mean a lot to us. When people watch us play football and other coaches speak about us, it means a lot to our players that coaches and players comment how hard we play, the way we play the game, how tough we are, how physical we are, how much we love each other, how much we encourage each other. That means a lot. And the more we could get that triangle toughness brand on TV, the better it's going to help our recruiting. Our boosters are going to buy in more. Our university's more excited. Our city's more excited. And it's just fun. And when you win, Hector, there is enough for everyone. And when you lose, there's never enough for anyone.
And Coach, one more from me. I remember back from your days at Gilmer, how much faith drove and drives your life and your decision making and how you go about your business on a daily basis. Given what you've gone through this year and up to these last, 13, 14 hours with a bowl game going away and then another one lining up, how much have you relied on your faith in terms of getting you through this year and up until to this very moment?
If you'll ever notice in my office, behind me, there's a bat with a towel on it. And one of my very best friends died of cancer in 2009. And he was a baseball player at A&M. His name was Matt Count. And that towel of his, because in moments like that, Hector, you better be grounded in something. And that's what I've chosen to ground my own beliefs in. And that towel and that bat and that Bible verse have come in very handy through my career, but tremendously in the last few months.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Greg.
Jeff, was there a period where the Frisco Bowl was out and you guys didn't know what was next? Was there a scary part in there for you guys where it was kind of uncertain? What was that like, and how long did that kind of linger before you got an answer?
No, Dr. Compost was on top of that. She gave me the bad news, and then she gave me the good news, which I told her she could have done it the other way. That's the way she chose to do that to me. So it's good to be the king or queen, however you want to word that.
Do you know how that was able to come together so quickly that they were able to make that kind of a change pretty much, within a couple minutes?
She's a bulldog now. I mean, she wants to play. She believes in us. She believes in our players. And she's been an advocate of us the entire season. We lost the LSU game. She replaced it. We lost the Grambling game. She replaced it. We lost the Memphis game. She replaced it. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other game. She's been an advocate of ours. I haven't had the opportunity yet to ask her how that all went down. I just know that she's been an advocate of ours the entire time and believes in us. And I'm sure she was wheeling and dealing in the back getting it done.
Does this change where you don't have a bowl game this weekend now affect how you can navigate signing day tomorrow? Is your plan for that any different?
Yeah, it is. We're meeting at 3 today. Great question. We're going to be able to give that a lot more attention now. We thought we were going to be at practice, and now we're not going to be at practice. So we've got a really exciting class. We're going to be better because of that class. And I know every college coach says that, but go watch the video these kids are bringing in. We're bringing in some real playmakers. And I'm just so happy because our culture has been established. And I know that when those kids come in, our players are helping recruit these kids. The guys we got coming in know what we're about. I've said this before. We don't really beg kids to play for us. We want them to play for us, but we want them to be attracted to us. We want them to know what this is and want to be a part of it. And we feel like we're getting that and excited to see that tomorrow.
I want to follow up on that recruiting component a little bit. Are there any players that you brought in this class that we're going to find out about tomorrow who you were not able to see in person at any point, or did you guys only recruit guys you were able to see live at some point or another before everything started to go differently?
That's a great question. I haven't studied it like that. I would be shocked if we signed one person that we did not have our eyes actually on. But there might be one in there that I'm not thinking through. But I would be shocked if that's the case. If somebody on my staff, not necessarily me, did not verify actual height, actual size, actual wingspan, actual hand size, and all those things that to me are very important in recruiting.
Does that change how many high school guys you were comfortable targeting? Do you want to look more JUCO or more transfers because of that?
No doubt. You'll see a less number of high school players sign with us because I just didn't want to take the gamble. And we might have missed on some players, but I would rather miss on losing players because that might only hurt you one game a year. But if you miss on taking a player that was not as good as you thought, you now have to deal with that every day for 4 years.
And how do you approach it from a numbers perspective with roster management? I know obviously the seniors next year are not going to count against the scholarship limit, but then you have to worry about maybe the guys who are juniors this year who take an extra year down the line and however that unfolds the next few seasons. How do you sort of account for that when you set out to make your class this year?
Yeah, I think you do have to have a big picture plan. There's no doubt. We did take enough high school kids that we're not going to be void in that class. But at the same time, I think things have changed with transfer portal, grad transfers, junior college. I think there has to be a healthy mix now. I don't think it's all high school, and I don't think it's all grad transfer and all portal. I think there has to be a nice mixture in every class now. It's my personal belief.
Yeah, and especially this year, there's a huge number of kids in the portal, maybe partly because of the extra year of eligibility or the one-time transfer rule. But could you see yourself, getting into the market of looking for some kids out of the portal and potentially bolstering the roster a bit that way?
Yeah, we're going to always try to say 3 to 4 initials because you want to go through spring and see what happens. We might have some of our own kids late. We might get injured. We might have missed in certain positions, right? That's what we were not afforded. This is my first year. We didn't get that opportunity. So we're really excited to get to go through spring, reevaluate our players again, hopefully have 3 to 4 initials left and go target that.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We'll get Frank in there next.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
What's up?
Hey, Kyle.
I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna tell him not to be as long as you. All right. Sure, right here, Sean. Yeah, right here, brother. You're not gonna bother me any. Yeah, I got you. Don't be messing with it, bro. Can you do that when it's your turn? Don't mess with me. All right. You're gonna hear it over there. You need to stay over there.
All right, JJ, you want to get us started with Frank?
Hey, Frank, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm not bad. Thanks for joining us. Hey, what was it like yesterday when Coach gave you guys the news? What were some of the emotions?
Just blessed to be able to play in another one. Some schools are not able to play in some, especially when they get canceled the first time. So just going out there and knowing that we're able to play in another bowl game, just unbelievable.
Okay, Evan.
Hold on. Got to fix this thing on my phone. Hey, Frank, what has this past 24 hours been like for you? You're preparing for SMU, then the game is canceled, then you get the news, hey, we're going to go at SMU now and play in a different bowl game.
It was pretty ironic how it all played out. But, you just can't control stuff like that. So, you can't control stuff. So don't even try to worry about that because do, then you're gonna be worried about stuff out of your control all the time. So we're just blessed and grateful to be able to play again and play at a bigger stage. And it's gonna be real fun and exciting for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say how much when you did get the news you were gonna play in the First Responders Bowl and see that A, you're on ABC, B, you're gonna probably get a bump up in competition. Just what does that mean for you as a competitor?
It's big time. It's great notoriety for university, for the program, for San Antonio itself, to go out there and represent us. So, we got to cherish that moment to go out there and play football like we know we're capable of.
And what's life like in the locker room right now? It's been a while since you guys have been practicing this late in the year, and Coach said that you guys are getting better, even as the season's dwindling down.
Yeah, we are. We're still putting in new plays. We're still progressing as if we have a whole season ahead of us, even though there is only one game left. And we are getting better. We're going out there and competing every single day, offense versus defense. A lot more trash talking going on. And it's very competitive, I think more than ever at this point than ever.
And then finally, just with all the coronavirus concerns out there, I mean, you just saw that SMU lost its bowl game, essentially. We're seeing tons of teams across the landscape of college sports in both basketball and football lose out in games. How much are you guys as players, I guess, keeping track of each other and trying to make sure that you guys are set for December 26th?
You gotta put this on at all times. Always gotta wear this. Wherever you go, just try to stay indoors and really stay 6 feet apart from everybody. And just wear your mask at all times, just to protect the team. Just be selfless in that sense.
Thanks, Frank.
Hector?
Hey, Frank, congrats again, man. Hey, does this actually work out better for you guys?
Honestly, I think so, just because it's in a bigger venue. Like I said, we get notoriety for the program and stuff like that. So I think it did work out in our favor. And it's going to be very exciting to see who we're playing against.
Along those lines, Frank, no matter who it is, it's going to be a Power 5, right? That much we do know. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Coach Traylor talked about how for him there was maybe a little bit more juice in the SMU matchup, because of his ties to SMU. Is there a little bit more juice for you? And Evan kind of alluded to this in his question, but for you, is this more juice for you because it's a Power 5, it's on network TV, it's what you guys dream of when you're going through high school? Is there more juice to it because of that?
For sure, definitely. It's a big time game for us, just because of the stage that we're going to be on. But you really can't look into all that. You got to go out there and play football. You start looking into stuff like that, you start to play for the wrong purposes. But it's definitely something that we're definitely going to cherish and embrace. And it's a great opportunity for us to show what we have on national TV. It's going to be a great experience for us.
All right. Thank you, Frank.
So thank you.
Hey, Greg.
Frank, I'm curious what the meeting was like when you guys got the news. Do you know, did Coach Traylor build up some suspense and say the Frisco Bowl's canceled and then tell you later, or was it right up front like, hey, we're going to this game now and you don't have to worry?
No, he kind of, Coach Traylor talk all day. Just like with y'all, he talked for the past 50 minutes. I just told him that. I'm like, Coach, you talk forever. No, but he did build up. He had to add some spins to it or whatever you want to call it. And then ended up telling us. But we really didn't know too much about it until today. So, we were just blessed, like I said, to be able to keep our season going and not cancel it, to go out there one more time with our brothers and our teammates and our family and just show what we got.
Do you guys have to kind of shift gears, mentally and physically from a game being 3 days away, 4 days away to now being an extra week that you have on this one?
Not really. You got to just keep preparing, go out there every day at practice. And then once you find out who the opponent is, just keep watching film on those guys. I guess you can say you get a jump start on those guys. And then change all our focus to whoever we're going to play and go out there and execute next Saturday.
All right. Anything else for Frank?
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it.
Y'all gonna be sitting down. He's short. Look like he's standing up. He's gonna be sitting down. Don't worry though. Come on, Rashad. Come on, little man. What did he do with you, bro? Got an interview with you? Bro, you say UTSA shirt, bro. Damn. Okay, let us see it. This is zero. This is zero. Be it all with me. I'm the real zero. I'm the real zero. I'm the real zero.
He is the real zero. I'll give him that.
Nah, all right, fool.
All right, bro.
All right, that's going to be a GIF on social media later today, I'm sure. All right, JJ, you want to get us started off with Rashad?
Hey, Rashad, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Just what's the mood like with the players after, you know, this change in the bowl game?
I would say that the mood is still the same. You know, everyone's still pretty excited, still very antsy to, you know, get going and, you know, just have another game again. But like I said, everyone's still very excited, you know, happy to be, you know, still in a bowl game and having the opportunity to be in a bowl game. So I'll say the mood's still, you know, going pretty good. Everyone's still pretty happy and, you know, just having a great time, you know, just doing what we can for right now.
Evan?
Yeah, Rashad, what's it like practicing this late into the year? Coach Traylor said that you guys are out there still getting better.
Yeah, I would say so too. It's been funny because I feel like, you know, with the last few weeks of us not really having a game, the practices, you know, usually they would be a little bit more relaxed and people, you know, a little bit looser than normal. But I feel like some of these practices have been, you know, a few of the best that we've had this year so far. And, you know, that's just from the coaches still being on us and, you know, at the end of the day, us wanting to, you know, still be out there and still want to play football and just, you know, taking it one day at a time and just enjoying the game that we love so much.
Yeah, and what has this past 24 hours been like, having the game canceled and then knowing you're going to be entering probably a bigger stage, honestly, with the bowl game invitation?
Yeah. Just kind of like I was saying, it's very exciting, you know, just knowing that it's unfortunate that we're not going to be able to play in the you know, the Tropical Smoothie Bowl. But, you know, it's 2020. A lot of things unexpectedly happen now. And, you know, we're still just excited to be able to play in this bowl coming up against, you know, whoever it may be. So, you know, the mood's still pretty good. Like I was saying before, everyone's still excited, you know, just ready to take on, you know, whoever's next.
Awesome. Thanks, Rashad.
Thank you.
Hector?
Rashad, congratulations for the second time in like 3 days, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
With respect to the Frisco Bowl, does this end up working out better for you guys, given the stage, given the opponent?
I would say so. You know, it's a bigger stage, you know, just like you said, in respect to the Frisco Bowl. But it's a bigger stage for us. And I feel like it's going to just give us more publicity and, you know, a little bit more for us to show, you know, what we're trying to build here and what UTSA is about. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to us, you know, doing what we do, taking every day one day at a time, stacking great days on top of each other. And, you know, I feel like playing in this bowl will definitely be a great thing for us.
Does it already come with more, I don't know if juice is the right term, but does it come with more of it just because Power 5?
I would say it gives it a little bit more of you know, I would probably say it gives it a little bit more juice, but, you know, just at the end of the day, we're still going to just keep doing what we've been doing, you know, stacking great days on top of each other. And, you know, we're going to go play, you know, our game, you know, triangle of toughness. And, you know, regardless of who it is, you know, we're going to be ready to play whoever. And like I said before, we're just excited to take on this opportunity and, you know, play in a bowl game, you know, this big.
As weird as this question might sound, given the year and given everything that you guys and everybody has gone through, is this almost a fitting end to the season?
I would say so. You know, just like you said, with everything that's happened this year, it's only right that one bowl game gets canceled, and, you know, and then we get into another one. It's just crazy times right now, but, you know, we're definitely excited for whatever is thrown at us, and we're going to take it with open arms and just, you know, just keep doing what we do and just get ready for whatever's next to be thrown at us.
Thank you, Shad. Appreciate it. Best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Greg.
Rashad, I'm curious, what was the team meeting like yesterday? Did they give you guys a little bit of suspense there with telling you the Frisco Bowl was canceled and then not knowing what was next, or did they just get right into it that you have another place lined up and you'll be all set?
It was pretty straightforward for the most part. It was kind of suspenseful at first because we don't really know what's about to be said or what's really going on. So it was just straightforward from the jump though. It was just this bowl game's been canceled for us, but luckily we're in another one. So we're just excited to be able to still have an opportunity to play in a bowl game, and we're gonna do the most that we can with it.
Do you have to do anything to sort of shift gears mentally and physically with the game being an extra week out compared to if it was just coming up in a couple days here?
I would say so. I would say so just from the fact that, we're prepared to play this week and that we're going to have to wait another week. But it's been the same thing that we've been doing for the past 2 to 3 weeks now. And like I said earlier, I feel like the practices that we've been having during this little time that we've had off with no games have been some of the best practices that we had this far. I feel like we've been playing pretty good, following the last few games we had. I feel like we're starting to peak at the right moments and stuff. So I feel like, even though that we have to wait another week, I feel like we'll still be pretty good and, mature and handle it the right way.
Anything else for Rashad? All right. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Shot.